Hi there, I'm Kathy from Software Solutions, and you're looking at one of a collection of videos that's focusing on reports and visualizations in Power BI. We just had a look at pie charts and donut charts, and now I want to have a look at bar charts and column charts because they're also very popular types of charts. I've already utilized the majority of the space on these two pages, so I want to add a third page to my report. So I'm going to go new page. I'm going to double click and I'm going to name this page Order Volumes. Now I want to add a text box to the top, so I'll click on the report canvas, I'll go home in the ribbon and I'll choose text box. I'll type the text Order Volumes, then I'll press Ctrl A to select all and I'll set the font size to 18. I'm happy with Segoi. I'll then resize the frame, not too small so I don't end up with a thick border on the right, and I've got my order volumes. I'd also like to format the page as I've done with all the other pages, so I click on a blank part of the report canvas, I format the page, the report page, by going to canvas background, choosing white at 10%, clicking about 50% across, and then taking it down to 50%. So I have a consistent look across my pages. Now I want to add a clustered column chart. If I look in the top of my visualizations, these are the column chart. I've got a clustered column chart and I've got a stacked column chart, stacked to 100%. And I've also got a stacked not to 100% column chart. So I'm just going for a normal clustered column chart. I click, I can then resize it. Wonderful. Now I decide what I want to add to my column chart. First thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add year to my x-axis. So I'll find the year field in my date table. I open up my dim date data, I scroll on down alphabetically to year, and I drop that on the x-axis because I want it to go across the bottom of my chart. Nothing shows yet until I give it a little bit more intel. Now I want to add to my y-axis the quantity. So I'm going to close that table and I'm going to go to, just double check, order details. In my order details is the quantity that's been ordered. So I'll drag that to my y-axis. So that's the sum or the total of the quantity that's been ordered per year. I would like to add a title. The title would be total quantity by year. So I've clicked on this visual, I go to format the visual, I go to general, my title is on, I can see it in a very light grey, sum of quantity by year, but I want to expand the chevron and change the title to total quantity by year. So that's my title and I can see it there, but I need that to stand out. So the text color, I'm going to change to black and then it stands out. And I'll click on my report so I can clearly see total quantity by year. What else do I want to see on my chart? I also want to turn the data labels on so I can see a value for each year. So I click on my visual, I format my visual, and here's my data labels currently off. I turn them on and now I can see the value. The other thing I want to do is I want to change the color. So this time I'm going to search for color. Remember, we are using an American program, so we spell color without a U. I don't want to change the color of the X values or the Y values or the grid lines. I want to change the color of the columns. So this is the one I want to use. And I'm going to go for sort of like a goldy color. And then I'll clear the search box. So sometimes it's easier to use the search box to search for a particular option you want to format. Now I want to add a bar chart because not only are column charts are very popular, but bar charts are also very popular for doing comparative analysis. I'm just going to grab a normal clustered bar chart and I'm going to stretch it. All right. Now what I'd like to add to my bar chart, and you could have made a copy of the visual and then just changed it. In fact, I might do that. I'm going to delete that visual. So you just click on it, hit the delete key. I'm going to click on this visual, go Control C, Control V to duplicate it. I'm going to drag it and use my alignment lines to butt it right up, but then move it on down. Then I'm going to change the visual to a bar chart. Now I need to change some of the aspects here. I don't want year as my Y, or as you can see it there. So I'm going to X the year. And instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the orders table and I want to grab ship country and make ship country my Y-axis. So now I'm seeing the countries that I have sent orders to and how much quantity I've sent to each country. I'm happy with everything else about that chart. The only thing I'd like to change, I think, is the title and the color. So I'm going to go to Format My Visual, General, Title, and instead of total quantity by year, I actually want to show total quantity by country. And instead of the color, let me type color, being gold, I'm going to change the color of the bars to a purple. There. And so I've created a column chart, which is giving me the quantity by year, and I've created a bar chart, which is giving me the quantity by country. And I might clear the search box. Now the other interesting thing is when I click on a certain year like 2020, then I'm seeing the quantity delivered or ordered by country for that year. And when I click back on 2020, I clear it. When I click on 2021, and then I clear it, and I click on 2019, and I clear it. If I click on a certain country, then I start to affect what I'm seeing here, what I'm seeing here, what I'm seeing here. So the and click back again. The visualizations in Power BI actually affect each other and interact with each other, which makes them so much more powerful than possibly Excel. Come back and we'll have a look at what we call funnel charts.